week. And we're live. Welcome back. This is Donnie Duffy and Justin Well, not Justin.
No, not Justin.
Not Justin. This week it's Rebecca.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hi, not much.
Well, okay. So that kind of made my whole opening awkward.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm not. Oh, I guess I'll turn that on silent. Look at that. All right. Anyway, speaking of Rebecca, let's talk about some very strong opinions you had on the Bullitt Mustang. As you guys remember, me and Justin covered the Bullitt as our first episode of the show, and you had some strong opinions you came to me with.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the 2019 Bullitt, particularly in black.
Yeah, pull up the pictures, Chris, that Rebecca hates so much. I
don't want to say hate. It's just not my favorite.
The chrome is a lot stronger.
The chrome, and there's a lot of chrome. It's not just around the grille, it's around the windows, it's on the door handle. It reminds me of my daily driver, which is an Expedition.
It reminds me of my Lincoln.
Yeah.
Because my Lincoln had the chrome around the windows, chrome in the, well, I didn't have chrome in the grille because I had, whatever. It was painted black because it was LSC, but.
Yeah, so it's not my favorite, but I'm still eagerly anticipating it coming out and seeing them. Yeah. It's just not. I like the chrome trim.
Yeah, I went back and I looked. Oh man, look at the reactions. Like, so they agree with you because there's people doing like angry faces, sad faces. So they agree with you at least.
Or maybe they're angry with me. I don't know.
Are they angry? Man, now we need you guys to comment so Rebecca knows. Are you guys doing the angry faces because of the chrome on the Bullitt, or because of Rebecca not liking the chrome on a Bullitt? Because if it's because Rebecca doesn't like it, you need to keep doing that because I don't like it either. It's a little too profound. Is that the no?
No, profound is not the right word, but
Listen, I'm a mechanic, not an English professor. I don't know what word I'm looking for here. But
it's gaudy.
It's gaudy. There you go. It is quite gaudy. I don't think it looked that bad on the green ones.
No, I don't know if it was the lighting or what with the green ones, but it's very, very obvious. And like I said, it reminds me of my Expedition, and I didn't choose that car because of aesthetics.
It's a race car?
Yeah. I chose it because it had twin turbos.
Speaking of your cars, what's up with your cars?
There's a lot going on with my cars.
Let's talk about the one that loves you right now. Let's talk about the one we've been running.
The car that loves me.
The car you love? Because the 18 hasn't been here for you to love on.
Yeah, and I think the 2011 was waiting on some love to get it act together, basically.
What's it waiting on? What's the for?
Street Driven on GT500 says that he thought they only made them in green. He agrees with Rebecca, not a fan.
Yeah, I think actually they did do, you're on silent. I think they did do black.
They've done green, black, and blue. They did blue too.
Didn't know about blue.
Yep.
Oh. All right, back to where we were. Your 11. What is your 11 waiting on?
My 11 is waiting on a lower intake from Brett Barber. He's doing some porting on it, freeing up a little bit of flow and seeing what we can do, because everything I've done up to this point has been on the stock lower manifold. So we are excited to see what that will do. We were expecting it this week, and we've actually got some good weather in Florida right now.
Oh man, last night was great.
Yeah, it was really good.
Like
so I was hoping to capitalize on that, but didn't get a chance to, so we're going to try again for next week. One thing that we did do with my car, which is not anything doing with it, but I calculated, did a little bit of math, and based on my trap speeds, the car picked up about 180 something horsepower.
186, I think your numbers came out too.
Depending on trap speed and everything, about 186 based on one of the available calculators online. So
that's pretty stout.
Yeah.
So the ported lower we're going to, basically, you haven't needed it before because with the 2.3 we really weren't maxing out the limits of the lower.
No.
We still were making power, it wasn't restricting it. So now with the Gen 3 pretty much we're at the limit of what the stock lower could handle.
Absolutely. We're gonna see what porting can do for us, and after that we still have more things to do. We're super happy with what the car is doing with a blower that I've had for just over a month.
Yeah,
so,
we did 4 8.1s back to back to back at Texas.
So
Carrie, you're looking up a bunch. You got questions?
No, you have some comments that are here on Facebook. Jeff Lucina just basically says more contrast when you put chrome against black.
He doesn't think it's so bad.
And he says, yeah, not so bad. Lee says, definitely not a fan of the chrome.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Rick said sweet. I don't know if Rick said sweet to the fact that your car is getting a ported lower or the Bullit, but he said it's sweet. So either way, thanks, Rick.
And then it looks like you have a question. I don't know.
We can hit Joshua real quick. My name is Joshua. I have a 2014 GT full bolt-on, stage 3 cams, getting ready to do the Gen 2R supercharger. How much power do you think it will make to the wheels on pump gas? 14 GT, you got everything else built. Unfortunately, that pump gas is going to be what kind of holds you back.
Octane's your limiting factor right there, unfortunately.
I wouldn't say...
I'm conservative.
We need logs to go from there, honestly. Your stage 3 cams, I don't know what the cams are for, what lift, duration, all that fun stuff. That's definitely something you can message sales support, all that. They'll get you a little better off. We can do the details there. You got any other questions, or that's it?
I think that's it.
All right, back to race cars. So we're waiting on ported manifold, and then hopefully we're going to go drag racing.
I'm planning on Tuesday next
We haven't been in like 2 weeks, and I'm noticing when you're like sitting still sometimes, you're shaking, and you got, like, the restless leg syndrome.
It's like I have DTs.
Yeah, like something's going on, so we got to hurry up. But all right, that's the car we have here. What about the car I haven't seen?
The car that we haven't seen.
I haven't seen it since
PRI.
I saw the 18. You're right, PRI.
Yeah, PRI.
I haven't touched it since Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We worked on it on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And then saw it at PRI, and so where's she at?
She.
Is it a he or a
No,
she?
she.
Is it,
Lilith.
You were
I was going to say, we
Lilith.
named her. What was her name?
Okay.
Yep, Lilith is hanging out at TRZ. They are working on a bolt-in 9-inch, and it's going to be a triangulated 9-inch, so it fits in with the radial class rules for Ultra Street and Ultimate Street. And
why aren't y'all reacting to this? Did you hear her? It is a complete bolt-in 9-inch for your independent rear suspension S550. Literally, they're going to make it, you bolt the thing in. I think you still have to do some welding and adjustments on it. No?
There's very minimal work that you have to do. There is some fab that you do have to do.
But I mean, they're making it as close, I think, to bolt-in as possible.
It looks beautiful.
Oh,
you guys are seeing these pictures. It is
gorgeous.
a work of art. So.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be strong. How much horsepower is that going to have to hold?
So Ultra Street cars are 12 to 1400 horsepower cars.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of telling people how much horsepower my car makes.
Well, you're supposed to underrate that. You're supposed to be like messing with everyone right now. Oh, you know, it has to hold
Well,
up
that's
like
my problem. I'm not a good liar. I'm a terrible liar.
She is a horrible liar, guys, for the record.
I can't lie.
Awful. Like, you can't even send her into McDonald's to ask for a straw for a drink. Like, you know, we roll through McDonald's. Hey, can you just run in and get a straw? Because we forgot to get one when we were at Jack in the Box. Nope, can't do it. That's like stealing.
Robert says your new car looks insane.
The new car does look insane.
Yep.
It's sweet.
It is awesome.
Oh man, we had a bunch of them pop in on Facebook
you have a
real
few
quick.
questions there.
Any chance a Gen 2 or a Gen blank can fit my Roush 550 RH? What's a 550 RH? Do you even know what that one is?
I don't.
Let's look it up real quick. The power of the internet.
We need Google.
Roush 550 RH. He's probably already like typing out exactly
tell us what it is.
Well, I was going to say, while you look that up, Street Driven says that his 17 is a stock GT, no need for a 9-inch, but it does look nice.
Yeah, that's some sweet work they're doing. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume he's talking about a Roush S550. Oh, 540 RH. Which, yeah, unfortunately, do we have somebody that makes manifold or adapter to make it work on 3-valve stuff? Or how's that work?
So the 3-valve stuff I get confused about, but there is a kit that if it's the already supercharged one. Yeah. So yeah, our Gen 2R will work.
Oh, okay, cool. Phil McCracken, I'll get to you. We do have like new person to persuade here, so I need you chiming in.
No, it's already showing up on my Facebook.
Ivan says, when's the Gen 3 coming out for the Cobra? We're looking at around July time, maybe a little before, maybe a little after. It's in there.
July-ish.
Yeah.
It's working on it.
His 540 RH question. Phil McCracken, my E-van. Everyone that doesn't know, oh, okay, there's Justin helping out.
Slab.
That's our E conversion van. I think a E, like 150, 250, four-wheel drive, Coyote swap it, leave it four-wheel drive, put a supercharger on it, make it run like 10s. That's like my dream vehicle I want to build. So that's what Phil McCracken chimes in on every week and helps me bring it up.
Yeah. Yeah, but gets it in there. Like a shoehorn, basically.
Oh, okay. Let's get back to Mark real quick. Asking about his 540 RH.
Slab check.
Hold on. Back to Mark. You were asking about your 540 RH car. Actually, the 2650 will bolt down, but requires you to make an alternator bracket work, which I have messed with those 3 valves. I know they do kind of have a funky alternator bracket to work on the supercharger, but that's pretty sweet. You can put the 2650 on because the 3-valve built actually is a stout motor.
Yeah, it needs to be built.
Yeah, but I mean, once it's built, throw the boost at it, make the power. They're happy. So, all right, what do you have on YouTube over there?
I was saying Slab Check was saying that Department of Boost makes manifolds for that.
There you go.
Slab Check.
Phil McCracken said Donnie need. I don't know what. I guess I don't. How do you read that? Because I'm saying Donnie needs a Patron, which. Yeah, Patron is always good, but I'm pretty sure he's not talking about tequila.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, Phil, you're going to have to clarify. So, all right. R18. TRZ's working on the rear end. Mm-hmm. And then what are we doing?
And then we're going Ultra Street Racing.
It's coming back. We're slapping it together. And
yeah. Oh, gosh. I would love to get it out sooner rather than later. It'll definitely be out at No Mercy in October, but I hope that we have it out much sooner than that. We've got a bare block that we're working on, and we are going to take our first foray into standalone management with it. So,
did you guys decide on standalone or still working on it?
Still working on it.
Right.
I have a definite preference, so we'll see. We'll see how that pans out for me.
All right.
I'm not the one that tunes the car, but I would really like to get into it, especially with the standalone.
Sure.
Because I think it would help me as a driver to know what's going on with the car a little bit better. And so I don't know that my preference will be honored, but I hope it will.
All right. And then, Chris, I know I didn't really give you a heads up on this, but since we're talking about events and whatnot, we don't have the event calendar we can pull up real quick and touch on, do we? Or can you make it that way?
At some point.
Yeah, find that. We'll keep talking. It's okay.
Let me give you
You're giving me...
the latest one, Chris.
Okay.
I know up next, soonest I think is Shelby Fest, isn't it? It's the next
Yeah,
thing we're
Shelby
going
Fest,
to.
and then Carlisle, then
Shelby
American Muscle.
Fest. Shelby
Yep.
Fest will be May 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Yep.
Jeff City, Missouri. Awesome event. Apparently, all the coolest, best Shelbys out there.
Yeah.
I haven't ever been yet. This will
I've
be
been.
my
It's a great
first.
event. It's gosh, the year that I went, it was really rainy and cold, but everybody was still out with their Shelbys. And
So how many are there? Would you say?
I don't know. I hid in the car. It was
You hid in the car because it was raining.
It was really cold. But there were, I mean, and it was in a different location when I went. It wasn't in Jeff City yet. But they lined the main streets up with the cars, and it was...
Okay. Well, I have been to Jeff City, because as you know, I'm from St.
Yeah.
Louis. So I went to Jeff City a bunch as a kid. So their main street isn't small.
Well, that
It is the
wasn't in
capital.
Jeff City, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotcha. Wherever it was held.
Yeah, and I can't remember where that was.
Nah, who cares?
It's not there anymore.
Yeah, it's
so
not there
don't worry
anymore.
about it.
All right. You still working on event schedule? Should I move on to my next topic?
He's getting the event schedule right now. So
You're almost
he'll be
there?
loading it in,
Man,
so
can
that-
somebody ask me some questions? Because then I can, like, stall. Oh, Patreon is a form of crowdfunding. I don't know how you pronounce that. Patreon? I want to stick with Patron.
Yeah, I
I
don't
like
support the
Patron.
So
crowdfunding of
apparently
the
you need a
evening. I'm sorry.
GoFundMe account.
I need a GoFundMe. All right,
We
that's it.
talked about this.
We did talk about this, and
we
they
said
told me
no
no.
GoFundMe. We said we could do Indiegogo. I was supportive
Yes,
of that.
because GoFundMe is for more needy cases, and while I would classify this as a need-based case. Everyone in the office doesn't feel the exact same, so we're gonna go like I will. You know what? If you guys think it'll be funny, I'll do it. I'll make an Indiegogo and put the link on the bottom of this page next week if you really keep encouraging
I have
me.
a couple things over here on YouTube.
All right, go ahead on YouTube. It's just more people commenting on my my E-van.
Event schedule.
Hope. Okay. I like Patron. Now I'm thinking about Patron. Oh, there's our event schedule. Oh man, you already pulled it back down. Put it back up there. Come on. Let them look at it for a minute. I know it's like hard to follow some of these lines over and whatnot. Let it pull back up on my screen because I can't read all.
We go to
There
Carlisle
are tons of cars at Shelby Fest.
Okay.
Something else we might want to mention at Shelby Fest that we will have our new T-shirt.
We will have a new T-shirt, and we are doing installs. So make sure.
And we'll have the dyno there.
And we'll have the dyno there.
Yeah.
So make sure you're calling sales support for any appointments, anything you want done while you're there. Hit us up and get on that schedule board. But all right, let's go through our list. What do we have?
AKDMB wants to know what block is going to be in Rebecca's new car.
It's a bear block. It's going to be like bear, like the animal bear, not bear like naked. And it's a 5-liter block.
All right, so Shelby Fest. After that, we got the Ford Nationals, right? Carlisle. All right, that's gone. We're just talking about a new T-shirt that's gonna be at Shelby Fest. You really gotta cue me or something, dude.
Just look up here. You know exactly what's going on.
That's so far away.
We can't read the.
Look, and then Rebecca we didn't know it was coming, so me and Rebecca are like looking at the computer screen because of the lag when the T-shirt comes down. All right, it's okay.
They want to know if we're gonna make that T-shirt design on a hoodie. I don't know that it's been discussed.
I don't think that's
we
been
haven't discussed it, but I mean, we've done hoodies in the past, so I wouldn't say absolutely not. Oh, but
Street Driven, are you talking about a hoodie or a zip up? Just curious. So if you could respond, that way.
For men, I think all we've ever done is pullover.
All
hoodies.
we've only done pullovers for men and zip ups for ladies.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's it on questions. It's just more commenting on my Econoline. Dave said another vote for the Coyote Econoline. Hope it's still alive. Thinking stage 3 with stock wheels and hubcaps and subtle exhaust. I wanted to take it one step further than that. I wanted to put a mobile AC unit hanging out the back window and have like bunk beds in the back.
You know what I like way better than your e-van idea? Your drag support truck.
The drag support truck is another great idea. I don't want to take away from my e-van thought, but I think
the drag support truck's actually cool.
Build an F-150, have a portable tree in the back that comes up with the sensors you can lay down, have like an onboard air compressor, an onboard nitrous filling station,
Ram truck.
And basically like a Ram truck, but more for drag racing gear.
Yeah.
But yeah, have all the support tools, and then still have it be like Gen 3 supercharged, and have the support truck be able to drag everyone else's asses and go do like a 10.5 or something in the 4-wheel drive support truck. Anyway, let's see what JP said. JP had a question. Hey, Donnie and Rebecca, question. Built 3-valve with Department of Boost manifold and GT500 Gen 3 on good 93 or E85. Can it make 700 of the wheels? E85? Most definitely. Good 93, I don't know enough about 3-valve stuff. Honestly, because I know 3 valves kind of make a little less power than the Coyote stuff that I'm used to.
They don't flow as well. I mean,
it's
the Coyote, that's the blessing of a Coyote motor. It flows like crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I would definitely say we're not even talking about pump gas if we want to get that high. Let's just go E85 and make sure we can make the power. Michael, I obviously don't know the status of your order. Go ahead and contact shipping or sales or however that works.
Yeah, they've started shipping. So
yeah, I know. I've seen them shipping out. Obviously, I don't know where your place in line is or when it went out, how far away you are, but yeah, I have seen them go out. Luke says, I do have a question though. I looked for the valve Justin was talking about last week to drain different fuels for switching from 85 to pump gas and couldn't find it on the site. Send sales a message, Luke, just because I don't know what valve Justin was necessarily talking about. I don't remember if that was discussed on the show or in person or whatnot. But yeah, just message sales and support. They'll get you handled. You got anything on the YouTube?
I have one that Carrie sent me over. He wants to know if he can run a 2.4 pulley on a Gen 2R without a booster pump in an 09 GT500.
Justin was typing and I didn't see them popping up.
So the 2.4 pulley, you are going to need a booster pump.
Oh, okay. Well,
sorry, jumping right in.
Our blower works with the Department of Boost Kit. Yep, we got that one. I'm thinking that's where he was getting back to JP. His built 3-valve with Department of Boost manifold and all that. He's thinking around 650 on 93, depending on your compression, JP. That's what Justin was pitching in. Obviously, he's had a lot more experience with the 3-valve stuff.
Yeah, the 3-valve like predates you.
It does. Like, man, the Coyote came out 2011. I would have been a sophomore in high school when Coyote came out in the Mustang. That was when that hit. So yeah, I'm a little behind.
And I have a couple from YouTube. Robert Singletonis asked if the PRI event is open to the public. It is not open to the public except for on Saturday. The public is able to go on Saturday. Otherwise, it is industry specific.
Yeah.
Jason Weibergen.
I think that it's actually supposed to be there.
Oh, Gen 3. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
I would just say Jason.
Yep,
Sometimes the last names are hard.
Gen 3 blower with a 90mm pulley on a 2015 to 2017 Coyote What PSI. Also is an 85mm 1314. Okay, so.
Gen 3 blower with a 90 pulley on a 1517 Coyote. What PSI? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think we've played hardly with any with that big a pulley yet.
Yeah.
We haven't.
You know, some of those questions, if we want to defer people to Tuning Tuesday when Justin and
Justin and
Joe are on, then maybe we could do that. So if you guys could tune in on some of those questions on Tuning Tuesday, they might be able to answer them better for you.
Okay. Real quick, let me buzz through some Facebook. Dale said, how's the progress on the 18 with the Roush blower? We got the supercharger on it. We're tuning on it, working on that. Danny said, hi. Hello. What's up, Danny? Phil McCracken once again, Evan camper van. All right. I can't keep pushing it.
EJ says if you guys get if we get his tune done, he thinks he might just dyno it at Shelby Fest. That would be great.
Yeah, bring it on.
Yep. And contact us to get on the list ahead of time. So.
Yep. Sales and support. All right, let's roll into Justin Young. I think.
Yeah.
Let's just touch on him. So I think you got a nasty dyno video for us, right?
Yeah. We've been continuing to work on Justin Young's car. It's a 5.8 liter GT500, and it's stock heads, stock intercooler.
Yeah, his lower intake.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we've done quite a bit of stuff on it, and we've compared things every which way. We've done boost for boost. We've done pulley for pulley. Take whichever one you want to use to evaluate the data. We can
go over those numbers real quick. So our max effort, let's throw it at it and see what it could do on his car, was our new 2650. Had a 2.4 pulley on it, 10% lower, 21 degrees of timing, making about 22 pounds of boost. It did 1,015 horsepower and 926 foot-pounds of torque. So that was our big number. Throw it on there. Let's just see what we can do. And then there was, everybody just wanted to kind of see some more comparison and not quite, full blown. So we just went ahead and his stock ported Trinity was 2.4 pulley, 10% lower, 22.5 degrees of timing, made a little over 18 pounds of boost, closer to 19 than 18, but 18.8 pounds of boost. Did 860 horse and 818 foot-pounds of torque. So then we put our Gen 3 in with the 2.8 pulley, 10% lower, making 18.9 pounds of boost.
So real comparable to the amount of boost that the 2.4.
Yeah, 1/10 of a pound more of boost.
With made.
2 degrees of less timing, made 927 and 840.
Yeah.
So we went from 860 to 927 with 2 degrees of less timing, which...
Yeah, it's super impressive. It's definitely great gains. And then if you look beyond, going to the same pulley size, even better gains. So we're definitely really happy with that.
For sure.
And I think Justin is too.
Huh. All right, I got to read through some of these.
They're asking about Rebecca's car.
Well, you can go ahead and ask on them, and I'll read through some of this.
It's on
She can answer all of it.
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Oh,
So
all
it's
right.
actually.
I didn't see asking about her car.
Gino Davis. Did
Oh.
Rebecca's car, at what horsepower would you change the oil pump gears? Did you run forever without changing them? Do you think 750 real wheel is safe with stock oil?
Oh man, your car's had a motor in it for.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
You
remember.
went to an Illuminator when?
We went to an Illuminator prophylactically after I ran a 979 back in 2011.
I was gonna say
So-
your car hasn't been stock motor for a while.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't even remember what people were doing for oil pump gears in 2010 and 2011 when the cars first came out.
Oh man, yeah, because you had one of like the first ones.
Yeah, I got it in July of 2010. It was supercharged by September of 2010 and I went 9s by March of 2011.
Who's getting congratulated over there? But yeah, let's just talk about 750 rear wheel horsepower safe with stock oil pump gears. If you have the means to change them, change them.
Yeah, I think it's cheap insurance.
I've seen them fail at much lower horsepower. I've seen them be fine at that horsepower level, but I've also seen them fail at a lower horsepower level. So if you have the capability, you have the time, whatever, however you put it, and you can change them, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Coyote's a hell of a motor. You know that's kind of just one of the things we need to touch on when we're putting them up, building them up. Just do it, man.
It's definitely worthwhile.
Alan would like to know, Rebecca, are you racing your new race car yet?
No, we just talked about that a little bit earlier in the show. We're waiting on TRZ with their Bolton 9-inch that they are fabbing up for my car, and it's going to be available for sale also. So.
I need to emphasize more. Like, I need big letters on the screen, like,
Like
bolt
bolt
in
in.
9-inch for independent rear suspension S550, because I just think that's impressive as hell. But all right. Gino also asked, does Track Attack have stock oil pump gears? No, sir. She does have oil pump gears and crankshaft gear. Danny said, don't forget to mention that his boost was falling off in the upper RPM range with the Trinity blower. Yep, that is definitely true. The Trinity just, once you start spinning it so fast, it doesn't have the displacement to flow at the same air in. And yeah, it does start falling off up top. Ken Ingram, I didn't see his first question. I just see him pop up now.
Where did?
And then just so you know, Facebook says live video interrupted, Chris.
I'm checking our speeds.
Are we still live on YouTube though, so we should keep talking?
Yep, you're still up on YouTube.
We're still up on YouTube. Oh,
Okay,
you
so-
YouTuber. Man, the YouTube guys, you guys are great.
Yeah.
Because like last week when we dipped out for a little bit, YouTube had us.
Oh, it's back.
It's kind of back. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's just grainy. I look a little better grainy, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's like a filter for my
Yeah,
face.
it's a
It's
filter.
great.
It's good. Chad said, hell no, definitely not safe. Don't bang the limiter if you got that much power in stock oil pump gears. Facebook is back. Yes, sir. Thank you, Luke. Oh, Larry said we were still live on both the whole time. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
Larry's got the California Special and playing with in the shop. Getting all the toys. L&M built motor, L&M cams, long tubes, Mantic clutch. He's doing all the fun stuff. Oh, yeah. He's like, my buddy has a Hellcat. I'm like, he won't be a problem. He's like, well, it's a Petty-built Hellcat that makes 800 of the tire. I'm like, and he still won't be a problem.
You got this. You got this, Larry. You're good.
What else did I get? Well, Ken Ingram says he has a 2-valve, long tube, cold air, and throttle body, needs a tune. He says on a 2-valve, so I don't know if there's a question you tried to ask before, man, that I didn't see. But 2-valve with long tubes, cold air, throttle body, as long as it's, we can tune it.
Yeah.
It's 2-valve, it's
Get with
OBD2. Get with us, hit up sales. We can definitely get that for you. Yeah, that's it.
Further down or no?
No, we had Gino, and then, we are too young to need readers, Nicholas said.
Okay.
Oh,
You don't know my vision status, Nick.
yeah, for real. I wear some nasty contacts. I can't see anything. JP, his build. JP has our 3-valve. CNC machine 3-valve heads, comp stage 3 cams, built bottom end on 85. The goal with about 10.5 to 1 compression. Is that realistic? 700 should be attainable, I'd think, with the 85. That was where we wanted to be, right? I gotta scroll down and look for it again.
Steven says, Rebecca, you should do a complete engine rebuild on YouTube.
That would be a really great idea. We did like, we chronicled everything with photographs last time and then never did anything with them except for printed a couple out.
We just need to set up a GoPro.
Yeah.
And you're like running around it. You know, just like
I don't
compile that into a 2-minute video.
When we get to the point where I really hate putting rings on, it hurts my fingers and I'm a wimp about it. So when we get to the point where like my fingers are bleeding and I'm crying.
How do you put rings on?
Marshall, yes,
Yeah.
we usually
You
require.
don't have a piston ring spreader?
No, I did it by hand because.
Well, next time you just go in my toolbox and grab the piston ring spreader.
So Marshall wants to know, are appointments required for tuning? Wanting to get in on tomorrow, if not.
Yeah, they're definitely required. They can maybe work with you on your flexibility, Marshall, but
We always want to work with you, but we do have.
Yeah, I don't know about tomorrow.
We're kind of busy. So get with us and we'll help you out as soon as we can.
Dave Macy says, is there any tax day sales coming up? None that I've heard. And obviously, have you heard of any?
No, but.
No? Well, you're the boss lady, so.
No, we haven't discussed it, but.
Nothing in the works right now, dude. Sorry.
Alan says, hey, Rebecca, are you seeing lower IAT2s with the Gen 3 versus Gen 2R?
Yep.
Yeah, more efficient
Absolutely.
rotors.
It's more efficient and that does it.
You got anything else on the tube?
That's it right now.
All right, we'll go back to Justin Young. So what did we hit on? We hit on, okay, before and after numbers real quick, just for anyone that just joined in on us, since we are bouncing around a little bit on viewership. His car before had ported Trinity, made 860, 818 with 18.84 pounds of boost is what the boost gauge read exactly. We put our Gen 3 on, boost for boost, took a 2.8 pulley with his 10% lower he already had, and with 18.9 pounds of boost. So we're talking about a difference of 6/100th of a pound of boost. So same boost.
Boost for boost, effectively.
Yeah, unless you're one of those people that's like, oh, no, there was 8 clouds in the sky when you did it with that blower. And
No,
then
that's not statistically significant.
It is significant. Ask them. But yeah, then we picked up 927 to 840. So we went from 860 to 927, just boost for boost. Our blower actually with the tune then had 2 degrees less timing, and we still went from 860 to 927. So definitely picked up over a lot over the ported Trinity.
Yeah.
So you're in the market. Obviously, that's GT. All applications you should be looking at it, but that's specifically GT500. If you're leaning towards which way do I go, I say the numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And our blowers are OEM quality. They're a great option.
Tested the same specs. Oh yeah, all that fun stuff. I see one notification. What cars are we bringing to Shelby Fest? Actually, me and Justin were like kind of talking about that last episode or the episode before. I can't remember if you were hanging out with us or not. But maybe our GT500. Justin does have his personal 2012 that I'm sure you guys have seen a little bit of. We put the Gen 3 on it with the stock exhaust, stock manifolds, laid down, how much horsepower did we put down? I know it was around 800-ish.
Yeah.
Over 800. Yeah, on our stock GT500 with stock manifold, stock cats. It's Justin's 2012. He just bought to kind of do Gen 3 testing on. But yeah, that's definitely an option. Of course, we've got some of the cars you guys have seen, Track Attack, the Focus we built for SEMA. But that's actually TBD. So maybe jump on here and say what you want to see
Tell us
at
what
Shelby.
to bring.
Yeah, tell us what to bring. I got spot for one car. We're bringing the dyno trailer to Shelby Fest. So that lets me haul up one car. So yeah, tell me what we should be bringing. Jason says, any news on the 265 for 0304 Cobras? No news that I would hope you heard all the news. But
it's coming.
It's coming. This summer, be looking out for it. So soon enough. Well, probably not soon enough for you guys. They're all like, no, not soon enough at all.
From YouTube, I have a totally stock GT500 2014 with, and he wants to know which cold air, a 127 or 148, VMP 67 millimeter or monoblade. I'm
gonna say for your drivability, your bone stock GT500, that's not a max effort.
Yeah.
We're not trying to go destroy everything out there. Do the Twin 67.
Yeah.
Pick up great power, keep all your stock drivability. Cold air intake, once again, if we're kind of leaving it where it's at right now, the 127 would be great for you. It'll flow enough. If you're planning on doing like the 2650 in the future, maybe let's do the 148 now if you are planning on going bigger in the future and more boost. So that's kind of, what are your future plans, and we'll go from there.
And then I've got ready to pull the trigger on a Gen 3, 2012 GT500 lethal fuel system, the 465.
Dual 465 wall
Yep.
bars.
E85, and a 123 JLT, not.
Damn autocorrect.
Yeah, 1
Inch
1
and
7/8
7/8
inch headers. What pulley should I choose for the stock bottom end, and will I need a bigger cold air? So a big pulley.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, E85, man, that's, I'm thinking. I'm assuming we got stock balancer on the bottom. We're not doing an oversized balancer. I'm thinking. I need Justin to chime in on me.
Or if we defer to Tuesday.
Defer
as
to
well.
Tuning Tuesday. Go to Tuning Tuesday.
It's up to you.
Yeah, go to Tuning Tuesday. Ask them.
So yeah, on some of these questions that you have on builds and larger setups and what have you, Tuning Tuesday, when Joe and Justin are on, they might be able to help you. So Tuning Tuesdays at 1:30 Tuesday afternoons Eastern time. Tune in and see if we can answer your questions then. I think you have some stuff over there on Facebook.
Yeah.
They're chiming at you.
I'm like bending over to look at it all again.
Chad, are we coming to New Jersey? I don't think we're going to New Jersey.
We're not
I
going
think
to New Jersey,
closest-
Chad, but we're going up to Carlisle and American Muscle, and we saw you there last year at Carlisle, so come see us again.
Yeah, Pennsylvania's close-ish. Luke says it's Shelby Fest. We have to bring the Shelby.
Okay, fair enough. We've
I don't
got
think
a vote.
Luke
One
really.
vote.
I don't think Luke really cares about the Shelby. I think Luke just wants to see the GT500 come with a Gen 3 on it. My opinion. Is Larry's car you were talking about getting intake and exhaust L&M cams? Yes. Yep. He got custom ground L&M cams. Actually went in today, I think. Today or yesterday. Put them in. I don't remember. It all runs together. But yeah, it should be nasty. Larry's car should be nasty. Let's go over here, make sure I don't have anything on YouTube. Nope. I like this whole typing on YouTube thing. This is nifty. Technology. People messaging VMPPerformance. We got no questions, so we can go back to ranting and talking about like Justin Young's
Ellen
car.
says Justin's car needs E85.
Everything needs E85.
Yeah, I mean,
And
there's one other option besides E85, and we won't talk about that.
Murphy says, will the monoblade be better for Gen 3 in the future? I'm not sure. Justin, I think, would be best to answer
So
that.
R173 is the biggest throttle body on the market, and you know, if you're wanting to use the Gen 3 to its full potential, that's the throttle body you want to go with, for sure.
Gino
Fair.
asks, is the 18 GT built any different internally? I don't know. I don't think anybody's really dug into them that far yet. Don't know what that means either.
What do they mean by that question, Paula, Rebecca?
On the 18, the block is weaker. Because it's spray bore. Ooh, so it's like Nicocel coated instead of steel. Which that's actually been a pain on four-wheelers in the past.
Zach wants to know when Donnie's build is going to start.
Yeah, Zach's my friend. Zach,
Ah.
we don't get to know. TBD.
Gino wants to know, is the 18 built any different internally?
That's what we were kind of responding to.
Oh, are you doing that now?
Yeah. The block is weaker and it's spray bore. And then Justin said blower for Donnie. I know exactly what Zach is referring to. He's talking about when am I putting a blower on my truck, but that's whenever Donnie has the money to put a blower on his truck. Let's get to Desmond. Desmond says he has a VMP Gen 2 79mm pulley and long tubes. What can I do to hear whine, or am I doing something wrong? I don't know what mufflers are behind your long tubes, but I would hope you can hear whine right now with a 79mm pulley. Yeah, I don't think you're doing anything wrong.
No,
as
you're
long
not
as the
doing
blower's
anything
spinning,
wrong.
you should definitely hear a little bit of whine.
Luke says push the pedal down more.
Justin thinks maybe you have the lid on the airbox. So if you have like the Roush intake, lid on the airbox will definitely kind of keep some of that sound in. Obviously, you hear sound coming through the intake. That's why people put even you put a cold air intake on your stock Mustang, you know,
the sound changes
it sounds throatier because you can hear it breathing. So it makes a big difference. But I do like Luke's point of push the pedal down more. That's always a good response. Go to YouTube. No, nothing on the YouTube.
Did you guys want to talk about the Coyote swap GT?
Oh, let's talk about that. Yeah, we're hitting on our Gen 3 stuff. Let's go for that. So, good friend of the company, Jonathan.
Yep, Jonathan Blevins.
Jonathan Blevins has a road racing GT500. Actually, I got to spend some good time with him. Me and Jeff Lucina were in. We're going back in the history books on me, like a whopping 6 months ago. At SEMA for 2017, our focus got picked to do the Optima Batteries Challenge. It happens every year right after SEMA, the finals are. And we were actually pitting next to Jonathan. He's good friends with our driver that we were having run the car. He has a nasty GT500 that he actually just got done putting the Gen 3 on. Now, when we switch to the engine bay picture, some of you GT500 owners in here are probably going to cry because it is a GT500. It's real GT500. It's not fake. But it kind of has a Coyote in it, which I don't think is a bad thing at all.
No. I mean.
I'm waiting for the comments to start flying in for, oh my God, Coyote swap GT500. But yeah, it's a nasty car. He did very well. But yeah, he was one of the first ones to get the Gen 3. And I'm sure he's looking forward to it. I haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah, I know he's looking forward to it. Yeah, it's pretty.
Looks really good.
Engine bay's so clean. So clean.
A lot of attention to detail there in that build, so it looks great, and I'm excited to see what it does, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Marshall says Coyote swapped the world.
Exactly.
That's
Coyote swapped the world. A 95 Cobra R would
Except for Cobra R's.
A 95 Cobra R would be great.
Did I hit on that? Did I hit on that last week?
Yeah.
Can I get some support?
No.
So
no.
I need you guys to comment and tell Rebecca what a crime it would be to Coyote swap a Cobra R. Any Cobra R. I don't even care if it's.
It would be awesome. A 95 Cobra R with a Coyote in it, with a Gen 3 on it, and
Gen 3,
a Turbo 400.
Gen 3, and
This
you want to put a Chevy transmission in it. Oh,
this is
God.
my version of the E-Van, basically.
That's fine, as long as the E-Van happens and that doesn't.
Marshall says, no, not the Cobra R.
Thank you, Marshall. Thank you. Everyone else chime in, please.
And
so
Robert says
I'm not
it
the
would
only
be
one.
a cheaper engine swap for the GT500.
Yeah.
And then someone is asking, why would you swap a GT500?
I don't know, honestly, why he swapped it. Obviously, stock motor blew up. Maybe it was just he had a Coyote. I don't know. I don't know why he did it, but I like it just because I know it kind of freaks out some of the GT500 guys.
If you're road racing, you got more rev.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Coyote definitely does have a lot more RPM.
That's what he
keep it
said.
in gear.
Power by the Hour says, Coyote swap ain't no crime. Swap the yar.
No. Love you guys at Power by the Hour, but no, don't swap the Cobra R. Like you don't mess with a good thing.
Luke says, oh God, no, not the Cobra R. Dakota says, keep the Cobra R stock.
I will say though, over our 5.8 or 5.4, the Coyote is lighter. And we're talking about a road race car that you're trying to make a front engine rear wheel drive have as close to 50-50 as possible.
It's definitely going to get you closer to that 50-50. I think Jonathan, I'm not going to disclose his weight ratios because that's not my business to do. But
I don't know his anyway.
I do remember them, and I remember them off the top of my head actually, but they were improved.
All right, we got a bunch on Facebook. Let's hit them real quick.
Jeremy said he swapped it because Alex said it was more efficient.
I don't know about that one. You can hit them if you want to. It's your car.
Robert says 5.4 are expensive. 2015 long block is a $5,500.
Oh, the weight?
Yeah.
Okay. My car weighs about 3,500 pounds.
Darston said, yeah, 3,500. Car still has the back seat in it.
It's got a back seat, it's
Car
got a
still
radio.
has power windows, still has power locks, still has radio in it. All the speakers are in the doors.
The only carbon fiber on it is the hood and the trunk deck lid. We have not done a whole lot of weight reduction. I'm a weight reduction, and that's about it.
Yeah, anything you're in automatically goes 2/10 faster than me being in it. Dakota says as long as it's not an LS swap, it's fine.
Yeah.
But then up here he says keep the Cobra R stock. So I'm going to count that as a vote for that I'm right, that we shouldn't swap the Cobra R. Thank you, Dakota. Derek said just got a tune from us for his 2012 Boss 302 night and day difference. Congrats, man. Glad. I know you had some fun in a Boss 302. Didn't you and Justin used to have one? You went road racing in?
Yeah.
And Justin had a good time in that car.
Yeah.
Luke, oh God, not an auto and a Cobra R. Yes. Save the manuals. I agree. Anything but the Cobra R of all years. Yes. So Dakota definitely was on my side.
Power by the Hour says, hashtag swap the R. Chris says, I've rode in Jonathan's car. It's badass. It just needs Hoosier A7s.
Different tires. Hoosiers. Which actually, little side story, Hoosier was kind of like mind-blowing when I moved to Florida. I'm from up north in St. Louis. A Hoosier is like that. You're that person that's in between white trash and a redneck, you know? So I moved to Florida and I called somebody a Hoosier, and none of you Floridians know what a Hoosier is. They're like, oh, a tire? Well, yeah, the tire, but a Hoosier, like that guy's a Hoosier. He has a broke down Escort in his driveway. He's a Hoosier, you know? Nobody gets it. I don't know what Larry, you're responding, not everyone, I didn't even consider it. I don't know what you're not considering. Let's hit William says, question, I think everyone that is considering a VMP Gen 3 is also comparing it to a Whipple 2.9 Gen 3 for cost and performance. Have you done any testing between the two of those units? We haven't gone out of our way to get one here and throw it on the dyno and do all that, but I think the numbers speak for themselves.
We don't make our products with other companies in mind. We make our products with the consumer in mind, and we produce a premier quality product, and what our testing is and our quality is, they speak for themselves. That's
why we go trying to go out of our way to, hey, you guys want to see it on a bone stock Coyote? We threw one on Track Attack that has pretty much stock motor. Want to see it on a GT500? Justin went, honestly, I think Justin bought his 2012 GT500 because he didn't own a Shelby, and that was probably driving him about as nuts as it's driving you to not go drag racing. But literally, he went and got the GT500, I think, just for Gen 3 testing, so we could say, hey, we got a stock car, we put it on, this is what it did, just to show you guys the numbers. So I won't give you an outright, Whipple does this, ours does that, but just look at the numbers, decide for yourselves. We're making sure to put as many numbers out there as we can for you to compare against. Larry's not everyone comment was for the people are comparing Gen 3 versus a Whipple 2.9. Larry said not everyone. I didn't even consider it. Appreciate that, Larry. Anything on the YouTube? I'm not clicking over to your other box.
No, Power by the Hour just says, like I said, swap the R, even the 01.
Even the 01?
Even the 01.
The red big wing? No.
Yep.
You get out of here. You shut your mouth. That's horrible. I can't even believe you'd say that.
I'm in support.
Coyote
swapped the wall.
If you got a gun to my head and we got a Coyote swap the 95 or the 01, definitely not the 01. How many 01s were produced? Oh, I'm gonna look that up right now and tell you what a crime that would be. How many 01 Cobra R's were? I want to say it's in the 300s. I thought. How many 01 Cobra R's were built? What's the internet telling me? You can keep asking away, Carrie, if you got any.
No, I think we're pretty good. Chris says hashtag purple crack.
What?
Okay, I got you.
And Jacob says, what do you guys think about the stock 18 GT twin disc clutch?
I put one on the dyno, and it's.
Yeah, I haven't driven one.
Oh yeah, you've driven our auto.
I've only driven the auto, so I don't know. I'm picky about clutches.
You are very picky.
I am.
Which is good.
Yeah.
It's good. You're a driver, so.
So, but yeah, I will fill you in when I get an opportunity to drive a manual Triumph GT.
Me and Alex actually dynoed one last weekend. He liked it. It was good. It drives like a stock car, just like anything you would assume Ford was going to put in a stock car. They're obviously not going to go putting in some leg breaker twin disc. But hey, once we get the tuning developed and we're putting blowers on more 18s and whatnot, then we'll definitely see what kind of power they can hold up to. If we'll do anything right, we'll push the power limit and see what breaks first.
Mustang Jeff says there were 0 2001
yes,
Cobra
there was
Rs.
2,000 Cobra Rs. Yes, and in 2000 there were 300 exactly, which is why it's an even bigger crime to Coyote swap a 2000. And I say no, that's not possible. Gen 2R on an 03 Cobra, can it be done? Anything can be done.
Yeah, how much time,
Through
money, and
alcohol
patience
and money,
do you
anything
have?
can happen.
I said time, money, and patience.
Ah, well, yeah. But honestly, we kind of had the Gen 2 for Cobra.
Yeah,
we're going to Gen 3. I don't. Why bridge that gap now, I guess, is where I'm kind of going with it. If you're kind of trying to stay stock bottom end, make the power you can with the car stock motor, Gen 2 is awesome fit for you.
And it'll work out real nice for
Yeah,
you.
we want to go all the way. Definitely Gen 3 is ready. Gen 2R is kind of, we just kind of skipped it on the Cobra. That's it. So talking about Gen 3, which people are saying, why go to the Gen 3? Some ask Gen 3 versus other options, whatnot. And I think me and Mike kind of, what's that? Oh man, look at all the likes popping up. So we're gonna keep talking about that. Oh no, that's just my dad, so it doesn't matter. Oh, we got a question real quick, then I'll hit that. I sent VMP. Marshall, email sales and support. They'll get you to the tuners and they can get that figured out for you. I can't give you an answer right now.
That's what I figured.
Back to where we were going on Gen 3. Just because I see all the little bubbles popping up. So Gen 3, people are asking, what should I get the Gen 3? What power level?
Yeah.
And when is it worth it, really, they want to know. And my thought process immediately jumped to, and me and Mike had a conversation in the shop of, okay, people put, like, take your GT500, for example. You put cams in your GT500. What's that get you, rear wheel horsepower?
60-ish.
60-ish
Yeah.
rear wheel horsepower on your max effort GT500, whatnot. And that'll run you right around like 3,500 installed. We're getting there.
Yeah.
So Gen 3 is $39.99 on the website, by the way, guys. And we picked up, take Justin Young's numbers, just to give you exact numbers right here, which normally we don't do for you guys, but we've got them. We went from 860 to 927 with 2 degrees of less timing. So we picked up 67 horsepower with the Gen 3 on 2 degrees of less timing. So if that doesn't tell you when is it worth it, is it worth it, I don't know what else will. Hence, like we kind of talked about earlier, why we're doing so much testing on, hey, this is the numbers on our stock Coyote, stock GT500, built GT500, and we'll keep kind of cranking out those numbers for you guys.
Mark says, will Rebecca be at Maple Grove NMRA in May?
I will not be there. The same weekend as Shelby Fest.
Yeah.
So the weather has killed it for me it's been there for 2 years. The weather was terrible for 2 years. So I'm afraid of the weather. I went up there last year and made one awesome pass, but made one pass and that's it. So I can't justify the distance to go there to make one pass, unfortunately.
Oh, man. And that's the hard part about a lot of you guys ask what events are we going to, not going to. You got to realize it's a lot to take us out of the shop for a week and a half, 2 weeks sometimes, because take one of the great events I know we went to last year, we're not going to make it back to, is Sturgis. Sturgis was an awesome event. We had a great time, but Sturgis was a solid 3-day drive. Yeah. Then we're there for 4 or 5 days. Then we got the 3-day drive home, and taking a lot of people out of the shop. So we kind of got to look sometimes at an event, how many passes can we make, how can we justify getting there and spending all the time and whatnot. Let's hit some questions. Mark again, will the Gen 3 outdo the 3.2 Kenny Bell on my 5.0 3-valve built motor? Look at the numbers, decide for yourself, man. Like, we've kind of made a point to never do the direct, yes, this is better than that. We just put out numbers, and you decide what you decide, man. Chris, I don't know of any test cars we're looking for at the moment for 03, 04 Cobra. I'm sure if we need one, we'll keep you guys posted.
We'll let everybody know if we need something.
Yeah, definitely. You got anything on the YouTube? We're nearing the end here.
Afri says, don't forget the old school 5.0 owners. What about an 87 to 93 5.0 build?
We're working on one of those in the shop. It's getting Coyote swapped.
Yeah, Coyote swapped the world.
Coyote swap most of the world. That's what we're going to change it to. Hashtag Coyote swap most of the world except for the R's. Coyote swap for the world except for R's. That's it.
We have about 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. We can hit on some important stuff. Don't know if you guys heard, but I know Rebecca kind of worked on and helped put together an awesome trade-in program for blowers.
Yeah,
you want to touch on some of that?
Definitely doing a trade-in program. We are offering you up to $500 for any damaged blower, up to $750 for any Roush blower, any VMP Gen 1, any Trinity blowers. We'll do up to $1,000 for a Gen 2 and up to $1,200 for Gen 2 Rs. So that means that if you are it's meant for somebody that's intending to buy a Gen 3,
yep.
And it's meant to make things easier on you. Can you get it somewhere else on the market? Can you sell it yourself? Yeah, sure. But this takes kind of the hassle out of it for you. If it's an option that you want, it's something we're offering, and hopefully makes justifying a new part a little bit easier.
Yeah, and keep in mind all those numbers are up to. We got to get it in here, get it inspected, everything else. All these numbers we're kind of giving you right now, or it shows up and it's absolutely perfect, ready to slap on another car, then we'll talk
the damaged one.
Yeah, besides the damaged ones.
APOC says, any news on the Gen 3? Will it be available for the 2018 Mustangs?
Not at the moment. From what the hood design kind of makes our big rear elbow and intake and everything else a little complicated. So right now, don't have one going on in 18 at the moment. We're gonna look at a question. Dave says he'd love to see the VMP family get a new Bullet with the Gen 3. But what's the point of the Bullet then, Dave? Like I'm with you. I love the Bullet. Don't get me wrong. Been a big fan of the movie. Loved all the Bullet cars when they come out. But what's gonna make this Bullet special? Other than the little bit of badging, it's a track pack car that then has a GT350 manifold with a throttle body and a cold air. So if we go and get the Bullet and pay the premium for buying a Bullet, which, don't get me wrong, gorgeous car, I'm kind of with you, then all we're doing is ripping off all the special engine parts that make it a Bullet.
Except for the chrome that I don't like on the outside.
Except for the chrome. The chrome will still be there.
Yeah.
So I guess if you want to buy a Bullet and make Rebecca upset when she sees all the chrome, that's your reason to go buy a Bullet to supercharge. But yeah, the Bullet with the Gen 3 probably not happening. I do know, however, that Justin is very, very excited to get his hands on a GT500.
Yeah.
One of those comes out.
Yeah, we'll
so
get one of those. Looking
for new cars for the VMP family. We'll be talking about that one a lot more. But it's 7 o'clock. You got anything over on the YouTube we need to hit since their comments disappear and disappear forever?
They don't disappear anymore, but Rick does say, is there an option to buy everything but the blower?
Talk to.
I don't know if he's talking about like.
I'm assuming he's talking about like buying the kit with the lower intake, all the brackets to make it work. Talk to sales and support. Obviously, I honestly don't know, and I don't know the availability and whatnot. But talk to sales and support; they'll get you figured out on that. Okay. Eric Brown says 2015 truck kits. We're working on it, man. I promise.
Yeah, we're in the final processes of the truck kit, so.
Yeah.
You know, it will be coming.
Definitely coming. But
I think we're good.
Other than that, I think we're clear. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Rebecca's going to be on here next week with me.
Yep.
I think you're stuck with me again.
Yep. We'll be here.
Yep, that was like just like monotone. Like, yep, stuck with him.
Yep, I am.
So make sure you come back
No,
next
this is
week.
great. You bring snacks. And...
I did bring snacks. Maybe that's why Justin left. I didn't put the effort into our relationship. I brought you a Diet Coke and Sour Patch Kids, so you'll be here next week. I should have put the effort into Justin. I messed up. It's my fault the relationship ended. But anyway, like, share, subscribe. See you next week, guys.